you can access the map. And this is really just to show you how to get off the ground with this. However, because you are our focus group, we do encourage you to, play around with it a bit, learn some of the intricacies of it. You may discover stuff we don't even know about it yet. So that's really why we're here today. So we'll go ahead and get started. And I'm going to try to go at a reasonable pace. So if at any time I'm going too fast, you need more clarification for anything, absolutely feel free to jump in and stop me. And I will do so. So the first thing I need everyone to do on your smartphones is I need you to open either the Google Play Store if you're an Android user, or the App Store if you are a Apple or iPhone user. And once you've opened that, I just need you to search for ArcGIS Explorer, like I have up on the screen grab right here. And I've already downloaded it. So for me, it just says open over here, but for you, it should say download. So we'll go ahead and select download, and I'll give you all a little bit of time for that to download, because I know everyone might have different Wi-Fi and data and whatnot in terms of the speed. All righty. So I'm assuming everyone's got it downloaded. If not, let me know.
Almost.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. All right, so moving on from there. Okay, so once you've downloaded the app, if you could go ahead and open that app for me. And once you do so, you're going to be brought to this menu that you see here that I have on the right-hand side. And it'll give you the option to sign in with an ArcGIS online account, an enterprise account. However, for this purpose, and what you'll primarily use it for, you're just going to select continue without signing in. And of course, if you have an ArcGIS online account and you want to sign in, you may do so. However, it's not necessary. It doesn't change any of the app functionality. So we're just going to go ahead and select continue without signing in.
Okay, I have that, and my first selection is Grand Teton National Park. Let's go.
Yes, so that is the next component. So there's a search bar at the top where you can search a number of different trails. However, for the one we're concerned with today, I need you to type in Hillsborough-Pasco-Pinellas Trail Map. And there's probably a number of options, and they're probably going to be in randomized orders for each of you, but the one that we need to select is this one that I have circled right here. Has anyone not been able to find that? Okay, I'm getting some thumbs up. Looks like everyone's been able to find it. So just as a note, when you select a map, and this is going to go for any map, say you want to use this for something else, say, like David, you were saying you're going up to Ohio, maybe you want to look some Ohio maps up. Just be aware that when you're using this tool, it's going to default to the last map you selected every time you open the app, okay? So this map is going to be what it defaults to henceforth. So just be aware of that until you X out of it.
Hey, Jared, hang on. I'm
Yes.
not yet.
Okay, yeah, no worries.
Yep, I think I got it.
Okay, no worries.
Okay, and I got an allow once, allow use, well, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
So now, once you open the map, it's going to be zoomed out, and it's zoomed out because it's a tri-county map. So it's trying to give you the best view of all the data that's available, and there is a lot of data. So obviously to tailor this to your experience, you're going to see that little arrow that I have up here circled in red. This is basically the GPS functionality of the app. So if you select that, and it might have a little pop-up that says, will you allow this app to, have access to your GPS, whatever the case may be. You want to allow that because this is going to now zoom the map to where you're located at specifically. And it's going to, because it's GPS navigated, it's going to follow you where you go with the when you have the app open. So has everyone been able to find that? Is it zoomed to you, done all that good stuff?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Perfect. So once the map zoomed into your location, you're going to see 3 dots up here in the right-hand corner, okay? And when this opens, you're going to see all these different little pop-ups that come up, okay? And the first one we want to select is base map, okay? And when you select base map, there's going to be a number of little maps that pop up here of different styles. And you can select whichever one you want. However, I think the most practical use for a tool like this is to use imagery, right? Because that's going to show you what's actually on the ground, an aerial view of what's on the ground. And that's the one that I have circled here to the right. Your imagery could be up here, it could be over here, but we just need to make sure we find the imagery base map.
Okay.
Everyone been able to do that? I don't have any issues? Okay. So you'll go ahead and click that gray X right here, and that's going to go ahead and close you out of that base map menu. And this is more just an informational item for you all, but if you go back and you select those 3 dots up in the right-hand corner, you'll see legend. Let's go ahead and select that next. And this is basically going to pop up exactly what it says it is, your legend. So this is going to show you what your nearby, if you will. So the purple lines are your bike facilities. The the circle with the guy walking is going to be your overpasses and underpasses. Paved trails are going to be your green lines. Your unpaved trails are going to be those brown lines. So just in case you are next to something and you're like, oh, I totally don't remember what this is, remember, just hit those 3 dots, pull up that legend, it'll show you what's adjacent to you.
Okay, so I have a nice green Pinellas Trail line.
Perfect.
Okay.
And again, these legend items are made to be consistent across the county, or across the counties, excuse me. So bicycle facilities in Hillsborough, Pasco, or Pinellas are all going to be that purple line. All of the paved trails are going to be those green lines, and so on and so forth. So after you've gained some familiarity with the legend, we want to close that legend screen. And the next thing that we want to select at the top is going to be this markup item. And you don't have to use this when you're using the app. I just wanted to include this in the tutorial because I think it could be useful to some of you when you're out there. And this is essentially just going to allow you to actually draw features on the map that you may want to make a note of that are otherwise not included in the legend, right? So you can go ahead and select that markup tool. And once you open it, you can draw on the map. So you can draw a line, you can draw a circle, you can draw a point, do whatever you want. It's completely for demoing purposes. And once you do so and you've completed that drawing, it's going to have the option for you to add a label or notes to that feature that you've just drawn on the map. And so if you were to select add label, I just made a hypothetical, I drew this circle over here, I hit add label, and I wanted to call it a bike shop, So in this example, I labeled my circle bike shop, and I added the notes. Once I hit OK, you can select that notes section and add something to notes. So for me, I labeled it bike shop, and I added the notes great selection so that I know what the feature is which is a bike shop, and why I felt it necessary to mark it on my map, which is because the shop has a great selection. So again, you can feel free to play with this as much as you want. You know, after you add your label, hit OK, then select your notes, type your notes in. And when you're ready, you can just select done. And that's going to add those components to your drawing. Does that make sense to everyone? Is anyone running into any issues with that?
Okay.
David, I think your mic's off. I see you talking though.
Okay, I think I'm unmuted now.
Yes.
So if we put on one of these markups, will it stay forever or just while we're in the map at that time?
So that's a perfect segue. So it will stay on your map, at least from when I've used it, it's stayed on unless, again, once you can either select done once you've drawn that, or if you want to get rid of your drawings, one or all of them, you can either hit clear all, or you can select that item in particular, and it'll give you like a trash can item. I think I might have included that. Oh, nope, I didn't. Should give you like a trash can item, which if you just select that, it'll delete that specific feature. But it should stay on your map. So again, if you want to test that out, go ahead and take that that drawing that you drew, click it, and select either clear all or the trash can item. And that should get rid of it. So with that, that is basically, that's pretty much the functionality of the application, how it works, how you can use it, you know, how you can draw on it, how you can add different notes about different features you might see when you're out on the trail. But with that, I would be happy to take any questions you might have. If there's something I can revisit that you'd like me to revisit, if you'd like more clarity on, I'm happy to do that. And ultimately, you know, now that you've been provided with how to use the functionality of the tool, what it can do, you know, again, we encourage you to get out there and use it. You might find something out that the tool does that we didn't even know it did. So again, we strongly encourage you all to play around with it as much as you can.